y'all. It's your girl Kenya, and welcome to this guide on navigating grief. Now, grief is one of the most challenging emotions we face, but it's also deeply human. Now, whether you're grieving the loss of a loved one, a relationship, or even a life you envision, this guide and keepsakes will help you take the first step towards healing. Now, grab your notebook for your tips. Hold on. Here we go. Your notebook for your tips. And then whatever you like to sip on right now, get your cup for your sips. hmm And let's get into this because grief isn't just about getting over a loss. It's about learning to carry it in a way that allows you to move forward. Now, in this session, we'll cover 3 keepsakes: understanding what grief looks like, allowing yourself to feel your emotions without judgment, okay? And taking one small, meaningful action to honor your grief and yourself. All right? Now, this is the time to pause, reflect, and connect with what you're feeling. You guys ready? All right. So let's begin. Again, now I want to, not again, because I want to start with this and I will probably say it throughout the course. Grief does not have a timeline and it doesn't look the same for everyone. What you're feeling is unique to you, and that is okay. So let's start by exploring the 5 common stages of grief. Now, you might have heard of some of these before. You may have, yes, but let's me get into them. Hold on. Denial. This isn't happening. This can't be real. Anger. Why did this happen? This isn't fair. You'd be questioning God or whoever. Bargaining. If only I had done something different. It's like, if only I had answered that phone call. If only I had just been there. If only I had let them go. All of that. Depression. I'll never feel okay again. Like, I'm never going to be the same. And then the acceptance. This is my reality right now. Not right now. This is my reality now. Yes. hmm Now, it's important to know that these stages aren't linear. And what I mean by that is that you might move back and forth between them. Although it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you might skip some of the stages entirely. Your grief is your own. All right. So I have a little activity for us. I want you to take a moment to reflect on where you are right now. Ask yourself, which stage feel closest to what I'm experiencing? Which stage feels closest to what I'm experiencing right now? Do you need me to go back to the stages? I'm gonna go back to the stages real quick. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Then I'm gonna go back. Which stage feels closest to what I'm experiencing right now? And what thoughts are or emotions are coming up as I think about it? Write down your answers in a journal, a piece of paper, a post-it note, your phone notes. There is no right or wrong here. It's just honesty. No right or wrong. Because grief often, listen, feels messy, overwhelming, but naming what you're feeling is the first step to understanding it. We're understanding it, y'all. So now that we've explored what grief looks like. Let's talk about what it means to truly feel your emotions without judgment. And listen, I'm going to say this. I know we are talking about grief. We are exploring. If at any time, that is why this is pre-recorded here. If at any time you need to pause, take a minute, look at what you've written down, reflect. If it's too much, pause this. This is on your own. This is at your own pace. Pause it. And then we can come back to it. All right, but if not, let's roll. Let's roll with it. Because again, I want you to start off now here feeling it without any judgment. One of the hardest parts of grief is allowing yourself to feel it fully. Look, our instincts is often to push the pain away, distract ourselves, or put the brave face on for others. We know we are good for that if that is our role in the families or wherever it is with anybody. Put it on the face. But here's the truth. You cannot heal what you don't feel. Bars. Sorry. Y'all know, but write that. I know y'all have y'all notebooks. Or y'all, you cannot heal what you don't feel. Mm-mm. So here are some exercises. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get to it. Hold on. Here are some exercises to help you sit with your emotions. So we're going to find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. We're going to focus on your body. Look, your body will shut down on you during grief. Listen, let me tell you something. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Where are you feeling the grief physically? Because is it that tightness in that chest? Is it that tightness in that chest? A lump in your throat? A heaviness in your stomach? Oh my goodness. Whew. Name that emotion, y'all, before we get to the other slide. Hold on. Name that emotion. Say it to yourself. This is sadness. This is anger. This is disappointment. Whatever it is. By naming it, you create a space between you and the feeling. Give yourself permission. Say, it is okay to feel this. I am allowed to grieve. Yes. Remember, emotions are like wet, emotional roller waves. All of that. They rise, they peak, and then they eventually fall. But by allowing yourself to feel them, you're letting them flow instead of keeping them bottled up. Now, let's get to this next slide. Take 5 minutes now to sit with one emotion that's coming up for you. Write it down, what it feels like in your body and what your thoughts are bringing up. What thoughts are they bringing up? If it feels overwhelming, take some deep breaths and remind yourself, this feeling is temporary. I can handle it. I can handle it. And remember, pause. If you need to pause this right now, go ahead. You can push play and come back to it. You don't have to fight your emotions. By leaning into them, you're showing yourself compassion and courage. So now that we've made space for your emotions, let's talk about one small, meaningful action you can take to honor your grief. You hear me? Again, we're back. You paused, we're back. This grief isn't just something that we fix or get over. It's something we carry with us. But we can carry it in a way that honors what we've lost and allow us to keep living. One of the best ways you can do it is through small intentional actions. Now, these actions, Yes, they help you connect with your grief in a way that feels healing and not overwhelming. Now, here, got your notebook? Here are a few ideas to get you started. Let's see. Now, we went through that one. Here we go. You could choose one of these or come up with your own. Create a ritual. I love candles, but light a candle, say a prayer, set aside a moment each day. Reflect on the loved one that you lost. Like I said, come up with your own. Set aside your own time, your own way, what it means to you. Write a letter. I love this one. This is my favorite one. I have to be honest. Write a letter to the person or thing that you are grieving. Tell them what you miss, what you're grateful for, and what you wish you could say. That's my favorite one. Oh my gosh. Look, and it can be as many letters as you want. You can do however. You can keep them, you can shred them, you can whatever. We're not gonna spend that too much time on that one, but I love that one. Spend time in nature if the weather's right. If the weather is cool, y'all. Grief, yes, it often feels heavy. It does. And being outside can remind you of the world's beauty. I mean, smelling the rose. I went somewhere and I parked on the street and it was just a bed of roses there. And it just reminded me of the whole thing. Stop and smell the roses, and they really did smell good, and I took a picture and it was beautiful. I mean, yes, I'm telling you, look, though, it's important. It is important. All right, so yes, choose one of those or create your own. The key, again, hold on, the key is to make it small, manageable, and meaningful, though. Meaningful to you. Here, so after that, I want you to take a moment and decide on which one you're going to do. Be specific. Write it down. What will you do? When will you do it? How will you remind yourself to follow through? For an example, I will light a candle every day at 7 p.m. and say one thing that I am grateful for. That's an example. Like this small action is just a way of saying like I acknowledge my grief and I honor myself. Healing happens in these little moments of intention. And again, it doesn't even have to be daily. You can tell yourself that when you are feeling something or when you want to give them a call or anything like that, that's when you're going to light the candle, or that's when you're going to take your walk. That's when you're going to do something like that. Be specific. Whoo! Now, grief, again, what? One of the hardest life experiences. But it's also a testament to the depth of our love and connection. Oh my goodness. What? All right, y'all. So you've taken 3 powerful steps. What are they? Because we are reflecting. You've reflected on your grief and named what you're feeling. You've made space for your emotions without judgment. And you've chosen a small action to honor your grief and yourself. And guess what? I am proud of you. Yes, now these may feel small, and it's just the beginning, but they're incredibly brave. Like, seriously, like, bravery is underrated, all right? Because healing does not happen overnight. It doesn't. And it doesn't mean forgetting, it means finding a way to live fully, even with your loss. Well, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your healing journey. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Support here with your girl is always available, whether from your loved ones, a therapist, your girl here, a coach, or you know, that friend. But don't bottle it up. You've got this. Take it one day at a time and know that healing is possible. Now, if you play this as many times as you need, all right, because it could be different, a different result, a different answer each time. Right, let that be one of your things that you can do as well. And if you need any more tools or you like the length of this course, reach out to me, email me. I am always here for you. All right, you take care and have a good one.